Yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shan Magaraj. Let us continue our journey on benefit realization management. In my previous video, we started working on some supporting practices related to BRM. We talked about BRM tools, key relationship. You know, Today we're going to talk about benefit measurement and requirement traceability. Right? Earlier we talked about key interactions, BRM tools, and categorization benefits, right? So today we're going to talk about benefits measurement and benefits and requirement traceability. So what is benefit measurement? What are these attributes? So benefit measurement spans the whole length of the BRM life cycle, okay, from conception to realization. The benefit owner is essentially accountable for benefit measurement, right? He might delegate with a portfolio manager for a responsible one, but finally benefit owner is accountable for benefit measurement system. The measurement and evaluation methods to be mentioned in the business case actually. So this is one of the attribute. You need to ensure that the business case carries the measurement and evaluation methods. Formally is need to be documented. So that ensure that mentioning in the business case ensures that establishment of the result oriented mindset. So that helps you to or helps the program manager, project manager to be result oriented. Right? The measurements can be modified based on benefit owner's approval. Okay. What are the factors influencing the benefits measurement? So the category of the benefits is one of the main influencing factor. For example, it can be tangible or intangible, planned and net benefit. The examples of tangible as return on investment in terms of dollar, right? Cost reduction in terms of monetary terms. Intangible examples are employee morale or customer satisfaction. It is very difficult to quantify that. And other category are planned and unplanned. A plan can or emerging, and there could be direct benefit and indirect benefits. Right, direct benefits can be easily quantified, but indirect benefits, may not be quantified. Something like employee morale, employee satisfaction, right? So for that, you can use proxy measures for intangible measures, something like net promoter score, right? You can use it for customer satisfaction, right? So alignment between domain metrics and BRM plan should suffice in executing initiatives for portfolios and program, right? So you need to ensure that the domain specific metrics need to be aligned with the benefits or planned benefits or planned benefit measurement system. So not all benefits can be measured, or can be planned. For example, the Sydney Opera project, right? The enduring beauty or social impact of Sydney Opera project, cannot be measured. You can measure, revenue of people arriving at, revenue due to the tourism. So all those things you can identify, but the social impact of this project cannot be measured. So you don't need to measure every benefits what you're thinking about it. If you can measure the key things, which is helping you to identify the realization, it's more than enough. So these are some of the examples of the benefit measurements. Let's look at that. Let's take the productivity enhancements of the project, which is internal nature, which is a financial benefit. It's a very short term in nature. So its emergent benefit is low. At identify and execute stage, the BRM metrics like third party internal assessment of business case, benefit realization management plan metrics, optimization and stability of assumptions regarding cost, quality, risk, and strategic alignment. They can be, these are the BRM metrics at identify stage. ROI, overall time reduction, time to business as usual, or these can be of BRM metrics at the sustained stage. Similarly, for customer satisfaction improvement campaign, it could be both internal, external. It can be both financial and non-financial. It is more of a long term. There might a medium emergent benefit might be there. At initial stage, you can measure that third-party internal assessment of business case, benefit realization management plan metrics, domain-related metrics. That could suffice. If you can domain-related metrics that is aligned with the BRM, that might suffice as well. At sustained stage, you can look at customer satisfaction improvement, market share improvement, revenue increase. All those are sustained stage BRM metrics. So let's look at the benefit measurement configuration, right? So let's look at if look at ROI as a measure, it will be represented in percentage increase, or percentage of 10% or 20% on investment. It is tangible, right? So this BRM metric can be calculated by each aspect of delivery program, often associated with the requirements of a business case. And this is a direct. So basically, this configuration is helping you to identify, trying to help you that how each measure. You can put all the different types of BRM measures, and you can identify the tangibility, tangible and intangible, direct or indirect. You can put the notes according to that. It's a planned or emergent. It's kind of a dictionary for you, the configuration dictionary for a benefit measurement. So as long as it can be evolving, progressive document. As and when you create a new measures, accordingly you can create this configuration, right? So what are the roles associated with benefit measurements, right? There are three types of roles PMI talks about it. Strategic roles, where the benefits owner and sponsor are fitting into the strategic role. So benefit owner who is responsible for and accountable for benefit measurement system. So there is a middle layer where can talk about the delivery leaders of initiatives who will be responsible for catching the measurement and alignment of a domain metrics to BRM. All those things they can take care of it. There are lower level roles like person who collects and analyze the data. So these are the three types of roles you know uh, BRM practice guys suggesting, and you can use RASI metrics or a RAM, responsibility assignment matrix, or responsibility RASI matrix. You can use it for identifying the roles and defining the accountability, and responsibilities. And let's talk about the timing of benefits measurement. Timing of the benefits measurement talks about the stage at which the measurement should be planned. Actually, when do you want to plan it? Should be at the conception, should be at execution stage, or should be deciding at sustaining stage, right? That's at what stage it's appropriate for you to define and plan a benefit measurement. So for example, if it's a tangible and predictive initiatives, metrics can be defined in the BRM plan itself. We can during the initiation and conceptual stage itself, we can have the metrics. For some uncertain and iterative initiatives like software projects, R&D projects, you better go with a gradual identification measurements. It's a better option for you, right? So you may have a qualitative information at conceptual. So when you execute it, you gradually identify the metrics, and then you can have a clear understanding when you start sustaining and realizing it. So similarly, for emergent benefits, the measurements are integrated into benefit realization plans. For some unplanned benefits, right? So you may not have it in a BRM, right? Benefit, what do you call? Benefit realization management plan. But at initial stages, but for emerging benefits, you can integrate into realization plan. Realization happens with the sustainment, right? So let's get in the next section, which is the benefits and requirement traceability, right? So how the benefits and requirements are traced to each other, and how the value drivers are mapped to the benefits we need to understand. So strategic objectives are based on the SWOT analysis. The strength and weakness are internal, opportunities and threats are external. So strategic objectives are based on internal external factors, right? So based on the SWOT analysis, objectives are translated into requirements as a basis for scoping the program or a project, right? So based on the strategic goals, you create a scoping requirements that get translated into a scoping for a program or project. So that will lead to functional and non-functional requirements derived. So those are the sources of acceptance criteria for programs and projects. So now we understand that there's an alignment between the strategic objectives. Through strategic objectives, you define the scoping for program and projects. That from there you'll get the functional and non-functional requirements. So that becomes the acceptance criteria for programs and projects. So and it should be appropriate for mapping the value drivers and benefits. It's very important. There are a number of types of drivers like growth drivers, operational and financial drivers. So that's very important to map and with the benefits. So this diagram talks about, and let's say there is a revenue growth as a business value. So business value has revenue growth, high operating margin, improved expectation. All these are BRM benefits, and the value drivers are for revenue growth is more volume, better prices, right? So for higher operating margin, value driver is the lower OPEX, lower COGS, lower taxes, right? For improved expectation, it is better reputation and more favorable externalities. So that's how we can map your value drivers and benefits, right? So hope you got a nice idea about how a benefit measurement system can be designed, and who is responsible for that, the benefit owner is responsible for that, how we can align the roles to the benefit measurement, how we can time the benefit measurement, and how we can map the value drivers with the benefits. So these are the last two supporting practices of BRM. So with that, this video we are concluding all the supporting practices related to BRM. Okay, in the next video we talk about some common guidances for portfolio and program and project managers related to BRM. Okay, so thanks a lot for listening. I would like to listen from you on feedback on improvement areas in my content as well as my delivery. Happy to receive from you. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.